Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Jay and welcome back to a Roblox Arm Wrestle Simulator video. Before we get started, I just want to give a huge thank you to absolutely everybody that has subscribed lately. I've just hit 1,000 subscribers within 4 days on the channel. That is absolutely insane. So moving on, inside of this video today, we're going to be going ahead and starting fresh on a completely brand new account. I've got Table on an alt in here to trade me over his Time Villain pet. I already have a Time Villain, which is this one here in the background. I got this as a little thing for the screenshot for this thumbnail, which I'm going to be turning into a Goliath, just so, you know, obviously we can see the huge sheer size of what it looks like, as it looks Goliath without ghosts. So going ahead, we're going to trade Table's alt account and get that maxed pet from him. Now, to my knowledge, as far as I'm aware, I could be extremely wrong here, but this pet alone, right here, is currently the best pet. Now, I have heard there is a pet that does 9 billion, but I'm not too sure on that. But either way, this pet, to my knowledge, currently is the best pet available in the game. And now that we obviously have the pet, I'm going to go ahead and move over to an alt account and start completely fresh and see where we can get to. And here we are on a completely brand new account. I've actually named it Deadly Tables, just on the sheer fact that I know that we're just going to be coming for that #1 spot on the leaderboard. Mr. Teen 00, aka Step, I'm coming for your spot. So without further ado, let's trade over to Table and see what we can do with his pet. Now, as you can see, it's still the same one, level 99. Let's trade it, let's get it over, and let's get started. Now, if you aren't aware, for some of you, I actually have worked on Arm Wrestle Simulator for quite a few months, so a lot of the game knowledge that I know is hidden behind what usually would be, well, a pro player's experience. So from what I can do, I can utilize that experience that I have and share it with you guys and tell you tips and tricks on how to actually beat this game in the quickest way possible. So obviously I've equipped the pet. I've now gained up to 2 trillion strength with it. We're going to go ahead and fight this champion boss, which only has 500,000 total recommended strength. Now, with that recommended strength that he has, obviously it gets lower. The recommended strength is actually based on the CPS that these guys give. Now, CPS is the clicks per second. Most of the bosses in the game actually only do a minimum amount and to a maximum amount from 8 CPS to about 11 CPS. Now, in the later worlds, they go from 15 CPS to about 18 CPS. Now, the clicks per second is determined based on what their strength is. So, obviously, you can see that recommended. It's 500 and I think it said to 527,000 or something. I'm not entirely sure, but obviously, as you can see down at the bottom there, that is the true strength of the champion. Anyway, that's enough of me yapping. I'm gonna go ahead and get 15,000 wins, move on to the next zone, and show you some tips in there. Okay, and boom, there we go. We're now on 15,000 wins, which means we can go into the garden and move over to the space gym, which is the next world across. This world here at the moment for a new player, it's not really necessary. It's quite overwhelming. There's a lot of information, so just skip through here, go straight over to the space gym, which is what we class as world 2. And as you can see in this zone, there are plenty of new things. There is a gold machine, there is the Goliath machine, and there is also the enchanting system. Now, the enchanting system will actually help you with getting certain things like more wins or higher luck while opening eggs, or even so key finder, which will help you get even more keys from beating the bosses. Now, currently I actually don't have enough strength or enough wins, I should say, to actually open up these eggs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and auto fight the rogue AI and get ourselves some wins. Now again, recommended strength, as I've just explained, it's all here. Oh, 1.8 million wins. Okay, that's insane. Let's go ahead, beat this guy once more, and boom, there we go. Get out of his table. That's a little bit weird. And we'll open up some eggs and get ourselves 2 more pets, because obviously at the moment our max pet equip is currently just 3. And there we go. I've actually just hatched and got 2 separate penguins. So what we can do is we can come into this enchanting system. Now, the enchants require you to have rebirth wins. Now, these are from just rebirthing. As you can see at the top here, I have 16. Now, if I click into the penguin, we are actually looking for this winner 2 to give us 10% more wins on everything we do. Now, upon enchanting, that will then give your pet this nice little icon, which will tell you that you have the enchant actually equipped onto the pet you're looking for. Now, my pet will give me an additional 10% wins on all fights. Now, here's a little cheat code for those of you that may actually not know. Inside the enchanting system, if you don't like what you see, now that's a good one, but we aren't going to be affording that. We need this one. Now, if you don't know, refreshing this list costs you Robux. Obviously, this is a brand new fresh account that I've just made for this video, so obviously I'm not going to have any Robux. What we want to do is we want to refresh this list. So what we're going to move over and sort out is we're going to get this crystal egg, get ourselves a brand new pet, and boom, we got the wolf. We're going to come right back over here. We're going to click onto the wolf, and we're going to click on Lucky 1. Now that there will take some rebirths away, but hang on a minute. Would you rather spend some Robux, or would you rather get a free refresh list? I'm just saying, I think that's the best way to do it. Now, of course, our list doesn't have any winner 2s on it, so we're going to go ahead and enchant it with a winner 1, and boom, once again, it has refreshed our list so we can get some more enchants. But hey, what do I know? Let's just not tell anybody that, because who knows? Oh, I lost. That probably, you know, probably would have helped if I trained, wouldn't it? Considering I'm on 1 strength. But yeah, let's not tell anybody that secret, because who knows, they might patch it in a future update. And boom, there we go, we've actually just overreached the mark of 20 million wins, so let's go ahead and stop fighting that guy and move on into the beach. Now that we're in the beach, there's actually a lot of new content that has been added since I last played, such as the Tropical Trader, and I believe there's another one over here somewhere. Yeah, that trader over there at the back, where there's actually a leaderboard. I'm not entirely sure about what's going on over there, but we'll take a quick look and see what we can actually do. Now, for the new players, my biggest suggestion that I can actually provide to you would be going into this trail system right here. Now, obviously, since you needed to spend 20 million wins to exit that last world, you can actually spend the 20 million wins to get a big boost on how much display strength you actually have. Now, obviously, we now have enough strength to beat the Kraken boss. This guy, I remember when this world first came out, and I wasn't even working with Arm Wrestle Simulator. This boss here was the bane of my existence. He was absolutely impossible to beat, so when obviously I started working with the game, the first thing I actually did was nerf this guy. He was too strong, way too strong for my liking. So anyway, one of the other things that you can actually do once you've got enough wins is you can super rebirth. Now, that only takes a certain amount of rebirths per time that you actually do it. Now, as you can see, this here allows me to do it, and it'll let me gain 1 super rebirth token every single time I do it. However, on the negative side, it will take away all my stats and all of my worlds that I've gained, which means I won't be right here when I click this confirm button. All it does is it resets me right back to the beginning, but on the positive side, it does actually allow you to keep your pets. So one of the biggest things that you want to care about is more than likely equipping these pets before you go anywhere. But anyway, I'll be right back once we're back to the beach and fighting that Kraken boss again and getting ourselves into the bunker. Now, to exit this world, we do need 5 trillion wins. Now, that's going to be a big pain to actually go forward and do, so I will be back with you once we hit 5 trillion. I also almost completely forgot something else that we can actually do is spin this spin wheel, which will help us get win potions. Now, the best part about having some of the win potions... Wow, I got the Flame Beast on my first try? That's pretty... I guess for a new player, that's pretty good, I suppose. But something that we can actually do is we can go ahead and spin this wheel to get win potions. As I was saying, win potions actually double up the amount you get, and... hang on a minute. Why did I get tickets for that? What's going on? What? Huh? Why did I get tickets for that? Okay, well, anyways, inside the free gifts, I have actually just realized we're almost at the time to get the 2 win potions, so we'll go ahead and claim these now. 2 win potions have been obtained. Now, as I said, these 2 win potions will actually help us massively. These actually double the amount of wins we earn for 30 minutes. So what we can do now, if we fight the Kraken boss, we'll get double what we were getting before, and it'll make this grind so much easier. And as you guys can see, I am now at 5 trillion wins. Wow, that took forever. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this fight now and make our way over to the nuclear bunker where we can move on to the next few bosses. And now that we're in this zone, as you can see, we've got 5 new bosses to fight. Our top one being the Mutant King with 149.4 QA recommended strength. Now, as of the last update that came out with the Jazz Club event, this here is the brand new reward that you can actually earn. It's one of the new medals. Now, this one is, what's this called? It's called the Gripper 1. So that'll give us 10% additional strength on all grips. So we'll go ahead and try and utilize grip in this world so we can actually see how much of a difference it actually makes. And boom, we've just beat the Mutant King as well. Why not? Let's get some more wins over so we can actually go ahead and rebirth to gain even more stats. I've actually turned on my auto clicker, so let's go all the way to the end. There we go. We're on a much higher strength now. And that'll actually help us get so much further than what we were before, because obviously our current multiplier is now increased by 1,360%. And boom, after a long while of trying to fight the Mutant King, we have finally made it to 50 QI. So what we can do is we can now escape the bunker. I did say we were going to do this, but I feel like that's going to take way too long for me to do in this video, so we will actually come back to that on the other account and do it when we reach World 10 from there. So moving on now, we're now into the Dino world. Now this world arguably was probably one of my least favorite worlds that we ever actually released. Now I joined the Arm Wrestle Simulator team when this world actually was coming out, so I didn't get really much of a say to what actually happened on this world, to say the least. Now something many people that get confused when they see this world is, what exactly does this mean? Like, why can I not break any of these walls? Like, what's happening? Is it broken? Like, no, it isn't broken. There's not a single reason why it would be broken either. Now, one of the things I would suggest doing is going back into the world that you came from before. Oh, okay, that's the wrong portal. This one, go back into the world that you came from before, which is the nuclear bunker. Go ahead and auto-train your knuckles. Now, bear in mind, the knuckle count that you actually have is the, well, I'd say it's the base amount that really matters. Now, don't worry about the current strength that's above your head. This wouldn't matter for these walls. It is literally just this up here, the knuckle strength as core as it possibly can be. Now, if you're looking to mass grind in that world, the biggest suggestion I can give to you is get it to about, I'd say roughly 110, 120 QA, just to be secure and make sure that obviously you can get through the walls with ease and without a problem. And as you can see, I've gone and got myself 120 QA base knuckle strength. Will actually matter when it comes to this here on auto training. Now this here, it doesn't actually give you any statistics as you're going through. Let's just auto click, so much easier. You go through, it gives you some more, and there we go. We're on 700 QA now, which will allow us to go through these walls again without ease. Let's do it again and again and again until we feel like we can confidently go through to the next area. Going through, we now get 685 QA. I'm pretty sure I was getting a lot more going through this one. Let's just double check. I'd say arguably we should probably stick to doing this, but either way, that's not really going to be the main focus of what we're looking for. We're looking to take this guy down. Now, obviously, I did a rebalance on this world a little while ago, so this guy is going to be extremely easy for us to beat. So let's go ahead and auto fight, and boom, he's down for the count. 402.5 QI wins from this guy. Extremely easy. Get done, big guy. So this will take a while, so from what I'm gonna say now, thank you very much guys for coming and watching this video. If you guys have enjoyed, remember to like this video as well as comment down below your username. I may give out some pets, who knows. Check your mailbox, you may get something from me very, very soon. As well as that guys, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I guess that's about everything. Thank you very much for the support guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.